be doing today as we hop in on this lovely Thursday. Numalab, what's up? Semper, JW, Beefsteak, good to see you. The Knock, as always. Chris Osher, I see in there in front. Good. Let's see if we can start up Buck and Going, and we'll get into the rest of today. Did not open it up yet, but got a new NGC package. That Semper already with the. Gabe just got that coin in. I know the group. I don't remember the coin. Timothy, what's up? No sudden death. I have that on. Okay, 15 seconds. 1920 Swiss franc. So you can. That's great. Great to hear, Tim. 1920 silver Swiss franc. First item of today. Buck and Go. 83.5% silver. And we will quickly work to that AE77 history coins. Nice pickup. First item of today. But I think it's going to be one of the raw ancients that we've got. I think we have several really nice raw ancients today, or at least some groups of it. I know of a group of Byzantine coins that will primarily Buck and Go if there's good interest in it a little later. There's some nice stuff in there. Currently at $3 on this silver 1903 Peruvian half denaro. $5 coin flipping Timothy. 1903 Peruvian half denaro, 90% silver. We want AE77. Let's see if we can find it. Some of the boxes are kind of jam packed, so we have some good stuff today. Okay, we have some of the AE77 out. Nice pickup, Timothy. One more silver Buck and Go. 1888 French franc. 1888 French franc. And then what do we want? This is silver and AE7702. Let's see if we can find it. Is AE7702 graded? Question mark. It is, okay. Cool stuff. Is there a cert number to it? Oh, it's an Athens. It's an Athenian owl. Well, I pulled this guy out because this was out of the same buy. It's a big Roman provincial. And we'll find the Athens. I'm guessing that it is an Athenian owl that's going to start around 800. That's my guess of what the coin is. Yes, Choice AU owl. Cool. Looking at it right here. Nice pickup, Gemini, at the start bid there. Let's take a look at the owl before we run it. Owl's a little off center, but no test cuts. And a really full face on that front portrait of Athena. I know this is pretty great. Athenian owl AE7702. Yeah, let's look at the other owl before I run this one. I just had it here. This is an AU owl. Obverse is definitely inferior to the last one, in my opinion. And then the reverse is pretty comparable. Owl's a little off center. And then we don't have any of the Athens shorthand there. So I would say that the better coin, they're both going to start around the same price. So I would say the better coin is definitely going to be the Choice AU. They're both going to start around 800. Pretty solid Choice AU Athenian owl. Let's see what we want to run. I think we have a bunch of Indian coins to get into. No bids on it. I think that was a requested one. And then let's see what we have here. I think we'll have some Buck and Go items. We can run some NGC ancient coins. They're going to start at 32 now. We have, I think, across the market, we cannot quite buy them as cheap as what we thought in the past. So we've raised from 29 to 32. Excellent. just bought a huge bag of older world coins for $80. That is crazy, Buccaneer. That's amazing. That's a great pickup there. $22,040. Zimbabwe 6 pence from 1945, World War II date. Yeah, it's very strong, especially overseas. I think the metals prices have probably influenced a lot of it. Like we're paying like more than 20% on denarii from our sources than we were like less than a couple months ago. So it's would be close to probably like 20 to 25% ish increase in prices, kind of around the board in the past like couple of months. Let's see, 1970, 2 lira. I don't know if we have any. Let me see if I can find that guy. 1947 50 Kurus. 40% silver. Let's pick up. We want 0273. What is that going to be, Skippity? Is that going to be a silver round, maybe? Is that kind of what it sounds like? $15 start. Okay, cool. We'll start it at spot. What is spot today? Around 73. No bid on the Islamic coin. The silver half tanka. I won't take it out. Lincoln Heritage Trail. We'll run another 3 poker after this. Skippy is in the lead at the start bid at 73. Congratulations. Buck and go on the 3 poker. $16.24. We see the 2 and the 4 of the date there. X757 is in the lead. Nice pickup. 26. Buck and go. 1830 British brass Cumberland Jack token. Run an Abbasid silver Durham next. Currently under $10 in the 1830 dated Cumberland Jack. Wow, that's under our cost on it by a bit. So congratulations. You do that pretty consistently. $17 start in the 9th century Abbasid Caliphate silver Durham. Let's run a 5 kopecks after this. Coin flipping is in the lead at $20. Riverstone at 21 on the Abbasid Caliphate silver Durham. Nice pick up Riverstone. 1765. Ooh, that's a coin I think that we just picked up. Gabe just got it ready. Let's see if we can work into that area. 1910. At the start bid, American Restoration is going to pick it up. Nice win. Let's buck and go this early 16th century Indian Delhi Sultanate tanka. That's great. Have a little set going. Then 55, 5, 10. What is 55? Is that a big coin? Yeah, I see it. It's out here, actually. Katie Carr, nice pickup. Ooh, we have some raw ancients that I alluded to at the beginning of the show. So it's at 14. That's pretty cool. Old handwritten collector flip. Brian, if that's going to be a denarii, I don't know if we'll be able to find it. I need to cull through and make sure that we have everything. Some stuff gets misrun over the year or like over the months. So that's a coin that was possibly misrun at some point. Because I think I've kind of like looked through most of the denarii that I have, and we've sold through everything that we have, like all of the denarii. So it's possible that it's in one of these stacks that I have behind. You can probably see I have a bunch of like stacks of coins. It's possible that it's back there, but I haven't seen it, and I haven't looked for it in the past couple of shows. So I just need it. It's something that I need to call through every now and then. Let's run another ancient. So if we can't find it, it's my excuses to why. But hopefully we'll have some more denarii coming back from NGC in the next couple of months or so. Nice pickup, Astro K. Good to see you. For a cheaper price than the raw ones left. For the cheaper price. Do you have any of those owls for the cheaper price, the raw ones left? I don't know if I have any raw owls left. We can see. This is definitely a coin that should bid up probably close to 100. We'll see where it goes. This might determine a little bit of the mood today. 11th century, 12th century Jerusalem denier. 11th century or 12th century Crusader denier. Should not stay around $20 or $30. Crusader coins are always asked about quite frequently, and this one is sitting at pretty ridiculously low price, but someone might just get a great deal. And we'll run an Islamic coin next. An Indian, British Indian, half rupee. Cal is at a very cheap price of $40. Congratulations. Should have probably started that one around 100. Fantastic win. Just $24 start. Let me search for Umayyad. We didn't have any last show. Pretty toning on this. This is nice. Bengal presidency, half rupee. Currently at 26 with pleasant toning, and it's going to stay there. Congratulations. Let me search for Umayyad. Yeah, so I'll probably hold coins that I have buck and go now. I think I have one Umayyad. Yeah, probably won't buck and go coins that are just kind of like mispriced out. So if there's anything like that, I'll probably hold it going forward. Should be fine. Be cool stuff. I'm not sure where the Umayyad is. It looks like we have something. Should be a WY59. It's not silver. We have a bronze false. So no Umayyad silver. No other Athenian owls. That's great, Astro. I still have, we have like 10, maybe 12 Civil War tokens left today out of that group. So if you're interested in running those, we can run them. But yeah, probably we'll do, let's trust the chat. 102804, is that Civil War tokens? Let's go ahead and run all of them that we have. Celtic silver, if we have any. I think we might have some quinary, some Celtic quinary. $34 start. AU58, Patriotic Civil War token. We will. I'm not sure if the description helps you at all in IDing that one. Otherwise, we can run it in a little bit. Nice pickup, Brian. Let's see. This is an AU details. F9298. Yes, we do have some. Yeah, if it just says franc, that is exactly what it is. It is a 1 franc, especially if it's like starts at $1. We're not gonna. I don't think I'm really gonna take the chance on starting like a 5 franc at $1. It usually goes pretty. Like we usually sell those under melt whenever we do that. And at the start bit, congratulations. This is one of the cooler types. Time is money, exigency. We will not, after this show, this will be the last of them. We might have, actually, I might have some raw ones, but I have not really looked at them. These will be the only graded that we have for a couple months, likely. And, like, I can't even promise that we'll have them in the next couple of months. But I'll have raw ones. I'll have a few raw. I don't know if I'll get to them next week or not. Because I've been pretty busy. So I don't know if I'll like inventory a bunch of have time to inventory a bunch of raw Civil War tokens. We might, but these will be the only graded ones that we have for at least 3 months. At least I'll say 2 months. At least until May. Until mid-May, this will be the last of the graded Civil War tokens that we have. I think I can pretty much guarantee that. After that, we might have an opportunity to buy some more from the same source, but not always. Nice pickup, Brian. Is not here. Let's see what. $34 start. This AU details. Federal Union. And history coins. Pick that up at start bid. You lose a little money on everyone that starts at the start bid. That's fine. The Army and Navy one isn't showing up in the doc, so we might actually have one more. Like anything that isn't showing up, I'll try to get into the next sale. So there's a good possibility that there's a one, maybe one or two in the next sale. And it'll be that basically. DL Wing & Co. and XF40 straight graded PCGS holder. AG47, what is up? How are you doing? Astro K is at 42. Union Flower written on the reverse in between the wreath. Nice pickup, Astro K. $34 start. This AU details DL Wing & Co. Union and Liberty. DL Wing & Co. And then $34 start on this F10A-1A. 427 Broadway, 1863. Redeemed at Astro K at the start bid on an AU55. Wow, that's fantastic. I wish I could buy them at that price. I'm going to lose a bit. Doesn't make me very excited to go out and buy more. Let's see. Let's go ahead and especially on the straight graded ones. Okay, we're going to lose money if it sells at this price, but that's cool. I ran one and did not receive a bid, American Restoration, but I'm not going to start them any cheaper than the prices that I ran it. So if we're interested in running some of the owls, I don't mind doing it. But they will start at 800. Army and Navy, AU details, Patriotic Civil War token. Yeah, they're going to start at 800, American Restoration. But this will probably be the last sale that I have them in. I'm moving to kind of the eBay workflow after the sale, and I will not be asking 800 on them once I put them on eBay. I'll be asking a lot more. Cool, let's run. $34 start. Catherine the Great, 5 kopecks from 1781. Catherine the Great, 5 kopecks. X757 is in the lead. Nice pickup. 49.12. Let's see what we can do. I know that's, and they have like a handful of them. Is like pretty. Because I remember because we buy them in fairly large quantities. Actually, this package wasn't a whole like very big, but I remember I took out the package and I just like had them like just had a bunch in my hand. It's a pretty cool feeling. 1921 porcelain 50 Finnick. 1921 porcelain 50 Finnick. Let's work to that 49 number. Retired Ron at $11 on Not Guild. Yeah, they do. Okay, $34 start. This should bid up quite a bit. 15th century Edward IV penny. 15th century Edward IV penny. B.S. Hughes is in the lead. Currently under $50. B.S. Hughes is in the lead on the Edward IV penny from 1471 to 1483. Nice pickup, Brandon. Let's run another British Indian silver half rupee from the Calcutta Mint. British India Bengal presidency. We'll run some more early English coming up after this. Only at 26. Astro K is in the lead on some of that new buy. 17th century English Charles I penny. Charles I penny. From 1630 to 1632. No bids there. $24 start. It's Princely State of Indore silver rupee. Princely State of Indore silver rupee. Love the sun. The 1901. Ooh, that's cool. That is a cool coin that we will run next. That's square. Treat. That's Not My Name is in the lead. And this is a thick silver piece from 19th century India, 1847, 1848. Nice pickup. $70 start on this square Indian tanka. Dated to 1518, 924 AH. 612. Wow, nice pickup. That's Not My Name. And another square. This is a Bactrian dram in the 2nd century BC. Bactrian dram. An elephant on the one side. We have a great group of Indian coins today. Gabe did a really good job IDing and working through a new buy very quickly. Let's get it ready. Here's an 1st century BC Indo-Scythian dram, starting at a very cheap $29. Would be very surprised if it stayed under 50. So sold graded ones for over 100. Under AZ's, the Forget if it's going to be the, I guess it's going to be the first if Gabe didn't make a distinction. Not going to get that at a discount 59 price. Nice win. There's a Swiss half franc. I'll thumb around to see if we have any full francs. We might not, but currently at $3 on this Swiss half franc from 1920. We have some good things. Coin flipping, nice pickup. Okay, I'm going to go sudden death, 15 seconds on this 1932 Swiss half franc. 1932 Swiss half franc, sudden death, 83.5% silver. 5 seconds left on the sudden death. $3 currently. It's at 6. Riverstone, nice pickup. We'll do a few Swiss and French coins, I think. Sudden death. 1921 Swiss half franc. What new things that we have today? Let's see. I have a bunch of, I think Panama, I have some, well, Gabe got a bunch of Indian stuff ready, which we've seen a little bit of. I just worked through a collection of mostly like kind of like lower value Panamanian, Sweden, I think. Nice pickup, Katie car. And let's see. There's some like Mexican 8 reals. Okay. The next time I photograph for eBay, it'll hit the bay. Nice pickup kitty car. I have 2 Athenian owls today. They're both graded, pretty high grade, NGC AU and Choice AU. Okay, last buck and go here. This is a pretty nice looking late 19th century Swiss franc, 83.5% silver. We're on a little more Indian, and I'll see if I can find that W1616 number. 2216. $24 start on this. Half rupee, $24 start. So 49. It's nice toning on this. Not like very like overwhelming, but it's pleasant in the light. Treat is in the lead. Yeah, you're perfect coin flipping. As long as it's all good by the end of the sale, I think we'll be chill. Nice pickup. That's not my name. Okay, buck and go, India, Delhi Sultanate. From the Middle Ages. Medieval Indian bronze here. I guess it's actually Billen. So there's a slight silver content in here. Then we want 161606. Okay, I see 161604. See if we can find 06. But I think it's going to be the same, pretty much the same type of coin. So here's a fragmentary English groat, minted under Queen Mary. Is this Bloody Mary? It fits the time. Yeah, staunch Catholic, I think. Or she is staunch Protestant. I forget which side she's on. Okay, $50 start. She's Catholic, yeah. 1559 Lithuanian half groat. Beautiful coin here. I think we might. Let me thumb around. Riverstone is in the lead. Beautiful Lithuanian with that knight charging left. It's not going to be cheap. If you're looking for something cheap, Jared, it's not. We won't have anything cheap today. going to be like $500 if I can find it. It's like an NGC Choice XF. $17 start on this 1st century BC Karshapana. 4th to 2nd century BC Karshapana from ancient India. Treat is in the lead. Did you find out like that out the first time, or was that a kind of a repeated thing, of trial and error? $14 start in the silver Moroccan dirham. Silver Moroccan dirham. Silver Moroccan dirham from the 18th century. Yeah, we can look at some 8 reals. They'll start around 100. Let's run a 5 kopecks, then I'll pick out some 8 reals. We'll go back to the Moroccan. $1773 Russian Catherine the Great. And we'll run an 8 reals next. Reals will start at 100. 1872, 8 reals. Some chop marks I have annotated here. 8 reals. Some small chop marks on the reverse. Maybe one on the obverse. History coin is in the lead. Nice pickup. 1778, Catherine the Great, 5 kopecks, $34 start. Happened to me over and over. Okay, that's interesting. I'll take out one of the Swedish coins that, out of that group that I had just worked through. And we'll continue to work through over the next couple of weeks. 1906, Swedish 5 ore. It has this like old, pretty cool like dealer flip with it. 1906, Swedish 5 ore. And like $2. They had an original $40 price tag, so I guess that I got hosed and the collector got hosed. Wow, congratulations. Maybe we won't look through too many of them. Wasn't quite expecting to lose that much on it, but pretty cool. Probably not going to buck and go that. We'll go back to an Indian coin. $17 start on this Indian Karshapana. Ancient Indian Karshapana from the 4th to 2nd century BC. Treat is in the lead on this ancient Maroon Empire Karshapana. Nice pickup. It's pretty cool. There's an owl on that. Let's see, 58, 44, $34 start. And a nice looking 5 kopecks. This is pretty solid. 1778, 5 kopecks. 21,307. No Viking today. I don't think we've really ever sold the Viking. Buck and go. Third Reich glass medal with Beethoven. Third Reich glass medal with Beethoven. That's not my name. It's in the lead. Astro K. 91462. Nice pickup, Astro K. 1866. Napoleon III. French franc. 1866 French franc. Currently at $2 in the silver coin, which would be ridiculous. At $4. Green is in the lead. Andre. Okay, we'll hold off on running some silver. We'll go back to some Indian. Some of the Indian stuff's really nice. And a nice pickup. Andrea, probably. Andrea. 8. Okay, Buck can go on this large square phallus in the early 16th century. Indian Malwa Sultanate phallus. Pretty thick square here. Currently at $16. We have a great amount of Indian today. Early 16th century Delhi Sultanate tanka. Pretty cool ancients as well. Excited. Delhi Sultanate Bilin, or Bilin tanka. Nice pickup treat. Ancient Elamaeus dram. Bronze ancient Elamaeus dram. 1506. That has a nice big chop mark on it. Sort of next. Nice pickup, Astro K. $18.84. 8 reals. One of the nicer ones out of the group. Jay Chilla is in the lead. Nice pickup. Large silver tanka. I'm gonna start for pretty low, 29. 1411, 1412 dated. Large silver tanka from the Bahmani Sultanate. Dated a 8 to 14 AH. Nice pickup. Another pretty thick bronze here from the Malwa Sultanate. Astro K is in the lead. Malwa Sultanate phallus. Nice pickup. 1553 silver tanka. Bit of a smaller flan on the 1553 Gujarat silver tanka. Nice pickup treat. $29 start on ancient Greco-Baktrian issue. Looks like we have 2 horses, maybe 1 rider. Nice pickup, Gemini. Another ancient Kushan Empire piece. This is the Kushan Empire tetradrachms starting at 29. In the early 2nd century AD. Astro K is in the lead at the start bid. Congratulations. $29 start on this Indo-Scythian dram. Has some scratches annotated. But again, a coin that should breeze past 50 and probably approach 100. Astro K is in the lead at 57. Nice pickup. $14 start. And this Kingdom of Elymais dram. Bronze Kingdom of Elymais dram. Starting at 14 from the early to mid 2nd century AD. 604. The knock, nice pickup. First century Indo-Parthian villain tetradram. We bought a bunch of these graded for we paid over 90, I think, each, but bit little better shape. So I would imagine this to go up well above 30, but maybe it won't. $36. I think that's going to be a discount price. Congratulations. 606. $29 start on this Indo-Scythian dram in the 1st century BC. J. Chilla in the lead. 609. Art Nopsis, J. Chilla. S. Ulysses the first. Nice pickup. I'm not going to take it out because it's rattled with bronze disease, or racked with bronze disease. We'll buck and go this one. First, early 2nd century AD, which is a shame because it's kind of a nice coin, other than the bronze diseases on it. It's Kushan Empire tetradrachms. Astro K is in the lead. On the bronze disease tetradrachms. Astro K at 30. Nice pickup. Here is a diagram from the mid 2nd century AD. Kushan Empire diagram. Bit of a different design. Astro K at 28, 32. Really cool group we have here. We'll run one more ancient. We'll run an 8 reals after this. Kushan or Sasanian unit, buck and go, from the 3rd century. Run 8 reals, maybe some more 5 kopecks, and then return to some Indian, unless there's some more requests. Art Nopsis is in the lead at 22. Nice pickup. $100 start. It's 1898 reals. 1898 reals from the Mexico City Mint. Chop mark in the middle of the cap. History coin is in the lead. Nice pickup. 1773, 5 kopecks, $34 start. 1773, 5 kopecks, $34 start. American Restoration retro toy at 36. Nice pickup. Looks like it's your first time with us. Congratulations on that win. 1773, 5 kopecks. Oh, very cool. Green. Let me see if I can find that. I think it's going to be in UA05. We'll see if I can pull it out. Run a Seleucid bronze next. Seleucid bronze from the Tire Mint. So, mid-2nd century Seleucid bronze. Buck and go. Mid-2nd century Seleucid bronze. Buck and go. Almost has like a similar look. Like if this was just plopped out in front of you, I would almost think this is like a pruda. a Marcus and Bibulus pruda or something. Astro K is in the lead at $11. Congratulations. A bronze Indo-Greek dram imitating a Hermaeus type. Let's see, UA05. Okay, no bids there. Let's see if I can find. Cool, we have some Celtic quinary. We're going to start at 34. $34 start, Celtic quinarius. I think we have 3. We'll take a look at all of them. X is in the lead, X757. Nice pickup. The ancient silver Celtic quinarius. $34 start. This is from the Adui tribe. Horse in the reverse. American, great to have you today. And the last one that we'll run. These do pretty well on eBay. I usually sell them for like 50 plus. So I think that's where I'll move those. Run back to some Indian after this. So I don't think there's too much interest in the quinary. No problem. $24 start on the large silver Indian Mughal Empire rupee. What's up, WC Banks? $24 start on the full rupee. Treat might get a treat here. Nice win. That's a fantastic price. I'll run this. This one has a ton of pleasant toning. I don't want to sell it for the start. For another 5 kopecks. $34 start on the 5. 1767, 5 kopecks. Gemini at the start bid. Congratulations. If there are any requests, let me know. I'd be happy to maybe take a look at them. Otherwise, I can find something else to run. Here is a bronze diseased Byzantine anonymous fall, so I'm not going to take it out, but it's quite nice looking. Bronze diseased. Back is riddled with it. Art Nopsis is in the lead at a very attractive 15 with that full Christ portrait. On the anonymous phallus. That nice pickup. $21 start on the Tabaristan hemidram. 8th century AD silver Tabaristani coin. And Art Nopsis in the lead. I'm going to pick this one up for a deal. Congratulations. $17 start. Abbasid Caliphate Durham. We do have NGC Romans today. Let's see. We'll take out a Licinius first, but that's the closest thing to me here. Start at 32. We have to increase on prices. 1, 2, 3, B-man. No $29 start anymore. Starting at 32. They staff them. Nice pickup. What is that going to be? Is that a owl by chance? There is the way. Cool, we can show it. So $32 start, Licinius the First. What is it the AU or choice AU? Lewis Slab, nice pickup. We should have some Romulus and Remus coming in next week. Or like I have them in hand, but they'll start next week. Oh, an AU. Okay, the AU one. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. So we have a good group of. Just open another box. We got back from NBC, so that's pretty great. Maximian, and then I'll run the AU. NGC Owl. 1, 2, 3, B-man is in the lead on the Maximian. Nice pickup. And here, 185, $800 start. And the NGC AU Athenian Owl from 353 to 294. These are beautiful coins. Okay, no bids. I'm probably not gonna. I think I'm just gonna put those on eBay. So they get requested, but no one is really interested. Yeah, we can pick out a rupee. If I can find one. For the half rupee. Nice pickup, 1, 2, 3, B-man. To the one on the table. Oh, this guy. Okay. Be pretty disappointed if this goes for the start bid, but might. More pleasant toning on the one side here. Treat is in the lead. On a pleasantly toned Bengal Presidency half rupee. Bengal Presidency half rupee. Nice pickup Treat. Maybe we can run some pruda as well pretty soon. Here's a Licinius the First. Reduced nummus. We have Sol Invictus on the reverse, holding a globe. Then conquered the sun. J. Statham. Nice win. Diocletian Aurelianianus. Diocletian Aurelianianus. Currently at 36. And we'll run a Widow's Might next. Nice pickup, 1, 2, 3, B-man. $34 start on the Hasmonean Kings Widow's Might. $34 start. Cross cornucopias on the one side. Some writing on the other. Cal is in the lead. At the start, that nice pickup. We'll run one more Widow's Might, and I'll go back to running some NGC Ancients, starting with the Probus. Same type of coin that Christ would have referenced in Mark 12 and Luke 21. Cal in the lead at the start bid of 34. 135 to 37 BC, second to first century BC coin. $32 starting the Probus Aurelianianus. Probus Aurelianianus. What do you mean by? I don't think we have any Alexander Junius. I don't think so, Zay. J. Statham is in the lead. We're on a Byzantine coin next. Class B anonymous phallus, starting at 39. 11th century anonymous Christ phallus with a portrait of Christ. East Greece Vasileos, written in Greek on the reverse. Jesus Christ, King of Kings. J. Statham in the lead. We're on a Diocletian Aurelianianus next. $32 start. I have a bunch of procurators, Roman procurator pruda, but I don't think that we have any Junius mites. One, two, three. B-Man is in the lead. I have this like Jewish war pruda we can run. This is a bit of a later pruda. The fall of the Second Temple happens in 70 AD. $44 start. Crown Copper, I think you have the wrong group of people. I kind of dislike that. And let's see. 55.19. Let's see if we can pull it out. 1915. Cool. Fucking go. Delhi Sultanate Billion coin. Delhi Sultanate Billion coin. Let me see if we have any mother of pearl. We might have a couple. I don't remember if I saw any while I was putting the box in, or like putting everything together. Currently at $8. Astro K is in the lead. Should be okay. We have a few. Nice. First one I picked out looks pretty nicely toned. 0153 Buck and Go Mother of Pearl token. 807708. See if we can find that one. Buck and Go Fireman 80 at $2 on the Chinese gambling token, Mother of Pearl token. Should bid well above that multiples. 8077. Cool, we've got that 80770803. I think we'll run it next. I don't want to run another Mother of Pearl for 11. They made a pearl. 90 BC, Roman Republic, silver, starting at 100. 90 BC, Roman Republic, silver. I actually found a smaller Macedon. Like a cheaper Macedonian coin. So I have an Alexander Macedon that's raw. I have a more expensive one that'll start around 500. It's in a Choice XF, and then I have a early posthumous here that'll start for 100. So this is an Alexander Dram, an early posthumous, it's between 310 and 301, starting at $100. Coin plebe in the lead. Then W49. J Chilla in the lead. And 4918 coming up. Nice pickup, coin pleb. I know they're cool. I like the head of Heracles in the obverse. $19 start in this Henry VIII. Is that Henry VIII? Henry VIII is a figure. He's a figure. The beginning of the Anglican sect of Christianity. That's a pretty historical piece there. Congratulations on that. WY. Is that WX? Okay. 49, 253. 254. Napoleon the First. It's a WX number. Napoleon Bonaparte, silver. Napoleon Bonaparte, silver, franc. Low grade, but man, it's kind of back-to-back historical figures here. Napoleon Bonaparte, silver. Let's run some sudden death. Starting with this Napoleon III. On sudden death, 15-second sudden death, hard stop. 1868, French franc. 1868, 83.5% silver, French franc. Currently at $7 on the French franc. Jay Statham and pick that up for $10. 1914 French. Swiss half franc. Again, 83.5% silver. 1914 Swiss half franc. Currently at $8. Nice pickup. Jay. 1932 Swiss half franc. 1932 Swiss half franc. 83.5% silver. Let's run out. Panamanian bronze next. Asher, okay, nice pickup. 1940. 1 1/4 Centesimo de Balboa. So it's kind of an interesting denomination. So if you had 4 of them, I guess you would have 5 Centesimos de Balboa. WC is going to pick that up for cheap. We'll run one more Panamanian. I might have way overpaid for all of these coins, which is fine. What do you mean by 191 England? 076. Cool, pull it out. Asher K, again, going to lose a bit of money on that guy. That's cool. 1876. I'll take this off sudden death. $99 starting at 1878. Mexican 8 reals. A few chop marks on there. 14. 6, 7. WC, nice pickup. Run a silver Swedish ore, sudden death. 15-second sudden death is on. Swedish silver 25 ore. Buck and go. Silver Swedish 25 ore. 1954. Currently at $3 under our cost. Congratulations. I think I'm actually going to get hammered on this group, and I'm now kicking myself for buying so much. What I thought was going to be great. 1914 Swiss 25 ore. 48. 1914 Sweden 25 ore. 1923 Canadian 5 cents. 1923 Canadian 5 cents. 14041. Buck and go currently at $1. 1923. Wow. Astro can pick up for $6. 1907. 1/2 Centesimo de Balboa. 1907. 1/2 Centesimo de Balboa. Let's see what that's going to be, Harry. 1515. Cool. Nice pickup. Not going to run the sudden death. It should bid. I think well into like the 60s-ish range, maybe the 50s. But 1878 British florin, 1878 British florin. Austro-K is in the lead. Gemini. And we're another 8 reals after this. Nice pickup. 1894, 8 reals. Starting at 100. 1894, 8 reals. I agree. Some nice pieces in there. Austro-K in the lead. Nice pickup. 1864, Sweden. 1 ore. 1864, Sweden, 1 ore. Really nice surfaces. And under Carl XV. There are 2 varieties with the initials. We have the L, A. Wow, $2. Cool. They're in the. Whenever you're ready, Yasha. Okay, I think I'm actually going to hold off on a lot of the low dollar stuff. We can run some of the silver, I guess. Yasha, whenever you're ready, they're in the buy now. $2.09. $50 start on this 2 kroner. Pretty nice looking 2 kroner from Sweden. Muted. Okay, and let's run another card. This is a pretty long. Did Christian say, let me pull him out? Let's. I don't have any giveaways uploaded. I don't really want to waste a bunch of time on it. 49049. $14.049. $64 start on the Panamanian Balboa. I think this is requested. 1 Balboa. And WC, Austro-K is on it. Nice pickup. You just hang in with me while I deal with this for a second. Okay, I think this is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Yasha, these are the 10. Awesome stuff. That's uploaded as the buy it now. Perfect. Appreciate you. And let's see. What do we want to see? Let's run a 5 kopecks. $34 start. 1781 at 5 kopecks. 1781 5 kopecks. And then let's see. We have a bunch of graded, and then we'll have even more graded next week, which will be very exciting, I think. $17.74, 5 kopecks. 1774, 5 kopecks. We have more big silver coins, but we might not actually really want to see those. Let's see. We might have. Let's see. This is 22.15. $24 starting is half rupee with some toning. Half rupee with some toning. Two. Gemini is in the lead on the Bengal presidency half rupee. Nice pickup. Buck and go 1901 Spanish silver peseta. 1901 Spanish silver peseta. Gemini under $10 still. 83.5% silver. 1901 Spanish silver peseta. Dacoberg WC Spanish silver peseta. 83.5% silver. Nice pickup. $14 start on this Moroccan silver dirham. Moroccan silver dirham. 1767, 1768. What do you mean by that was a kit? And let's see, we'll run this guy. Oh yeah, it was a kit on the obverse, that's right. 1895 French franc. 1895 French franc. I'm going to really chopped marked 8 reals next. Dacoberg and pick that up under $10. 1894. 8 reals. Some pretty heavy chop marks. 1894. 8 reals. Pretty heavy chop marks. Gemini is in the lead. And I'm going to pick it up at the start. Congratulations. Let's run a Widow's Mite. 14.16. In my experience of selling them on whatnot, the chop marks are usually more. People ask about chop marked coins more than just the plain Jane ones. But I don't think that was like the case when I started like collecting and dealing. But I think it gives the coin a bit of character. $59 start, 1934 Panamanian silver Balboa. Panamanian silver Balboa, 90% silver. Large silver Panama. Currently at 83, history coin. Nice pickup. $29 start. Not going to take it out. But nice proof. 1981 Canadian silver dollar. Astro K is in the lead. Currently at 54. Congratulations. Nice pickup. Here's a $59 start. Maria Theresa. And again, I don't even want to take this one out because it's just pretty beautiful. But 1780 dated restrike Thaler. Restrike Maria Theresa Thaler. Just a beautiful look. Nice pickup, Astro K. 1987 Canadian silver dollar. Again, really very reflective. You can see the camera, even the phone camera. Then 023. Astro K in the lead. Nice pickup. 1989 Canadian silver dollar. Mackenzie River on the reverse. Run 8 reals after this with a few chop marks. Astro K is in the lead. The Mackenzie River Commemorative, 1989 silver Canadian dollar. 1893 chop marked 8 reals. 1893 chop marked 8 reals from Mexico. Mexico City Mint. Some small chop marks on the reverse. 1 in the wing, 2 in the right field. WC is in the lead. Gemini. TN character. Riverstone with the IDs. I agree. Gemini is in the lead at 114. Nice pickup. 1894. Chop marked 8. Not really chop marked, I guess. This is, I don't have any annotated as chop marked. So there's no real chop marks on this. Well, chop mark does not increase desirability there. Let's see, 14. Do 1 buck and go on this Sweden 5 ore. Sweden 5 ore with a nice chocolate color. At $3, Astro K is in on it. Then I'll run another buck and go. We can get back to some graded coins. Is there any requests? 1863 French 10 centimes. 1863 French 10 centimes. WC is in the lead on the 10 centimes. Diocletian. $32 start on the Diocletian. Aurelianianus. From 284 to 305. Diocletian Aurelianianus. AG coin in the lead. Currently at 36. Nice. Oh, J Statham hopping in at 40. Nice pickup. Run another Diocletian, then run a St. Constantine the Great after this. Diocletian Aurelianianus. Same reverse type. AG coin is in the lead at 32. Congratulations, Constantine the Great. This group, the sub that we had, was just full of really nice coins. That is true. Does not unless it's sudden death. 123B man, nice pickup. We haven't really run ancient coins sudden death. I'm curious. Sudden death ancients. Pretty nice. Constantine the Great, Sol Invictus holding the globe in his hand. Nick is in the lead and we're on sudden death. 3 seconds to go. Nice pickup, Taco Bird. Another St. Constantine. Sudden death on the nummus. Really large head. And again, Sol Invictus on the reverse, holding a globe in his hand. Nice pickup AG. Charizard. Okay. Yes. One more Constantine, and then let's run some. Let's see. What do we want to see after this? Maybe some anonymous faucet. 32. Congratulations. $39 start on this anonymous Follis. Class D anonymous Follis. I left sudden death on. A full portrait of Christ. East Crease. Vasileos. Jesus Christ, King of Kings. On the reverse, written in Greek. Nice pickup history coins. I'm gonna take sudden death on off of these. Let's see if I've two. Well, not that one. Well, sudden death is still on. Nicer, no repatination. East Crease, Vasileos. Nicer, Class D anonymous Follis. History might get a really nice 39. Nice pickup Dackelberg with a snipe. I didn't even see it. There was a bunch of sniping activity. Take sudden death off. 11th century, Class B anonymous Follis. I don't think we have any Class E's. It does not. I don't think so. We might in the next group of coins that I have, like in that sub that I alluded to. There might be a few later ones, but I don't remember any here. $39 start, Class B anonymous Follis. There could be if you type in Class E, but those usually get requested right as soon as we get them. In like the later ones and ones that are more scarce. Looks like I have another Class I maybe, but I'm not seeing anything past the I. Wow, really surprised if this did not receive a bid. They will switch it up. 270. Yeah, there might be some pretty cool. Oh, you're talking about the last one, yeah. The repatination. I think the repatination makes the coins pop out a little more. Let's see. Figure out where those guys are. Maybe we'll run like Constantine X in Eudocia. Starting at 39. I did not run the Judea. We can pick out a Judea and run it. 5-2. And I have some Procurator's pruda, which are, some of them are quite nice. So if we're interested in seeing some of those, here's one, Widow's Might, starting at 34. Cross cornucopia on the obverse. Raymond's in the lead. Very well struck up reverse. Dackelberg is in the lead. Nice pickup. Another Widow's Might. Pruda. Okay, who asked for the denarius earlier? I want to make sure that I get you in. I know that someone asked about the denarius earlier, and I didn't think I had it, but I have come across it. So I forget who. I was at the very beginning of the show. I won't run it unless I get a confirmation momentarily. But the sub ending in 702, 002, the item number 002, we do have the denarius. One of the only NGC denarii that we have really available for whatnot. Trajan. I'll wait a couple minutes, just stay around, and I will run it, but I do want to make sure, because it was one of our more, like, a buyer that's been with us for a while, and I did just kind of said that I couldn't find it for a couple weeks, but it was stuck in a pile of pruda. So I'll wait a minute before showing it off, but it's a NGC Trajan denarius, one of the only denarii that we've got. Or another Hasmonean King's Widow's Mite pruda. We're running Agrippa next. Pretty nice. If it pops up. Berg is in the lead. I'll show it before I get out of ancient, the graded. $44 start on the Agrippa. Let me type in Republic to see if there's anything that we've got. Thor the Thunder, nice pickup. Does not look like we have any more Roman Republic. Does not look like we have any more today. I'll show the Trajan, but I still want to wait for a couple of minutes to run it. Cannot remember who requested it. But that is the Trajan. Okay, let's run this. I don't think we have any AU slabs. What we do have as in graded slabs, I do have AU slabs, but they're two Athenian owls. They're two pretty hot coins. Maximian, Aurelianianus. One of these days. Think about what we might have. I might have some choice XFs, maybe. Some VF to choice XF, like Gallienus, Valerian, Salinina coins, Claudius Gothicus. That will start at 69. So if you're interested in that, I think I remember seeing choice XF, but definitely XF, definitely VF and choice VF. Those are going to be the highest grade things that we have that start at 69. But we couldn't sell anything like that for starting it at 32 or 39. Okay. Constantine the Great. We're on a choice fine Thracian bronze starting at 50 next. Nice pickup nick. Thracian AE21 starting at 50. Thracian bronze starting at 50. Hollow on the reverse, holding some grapes. Here's an example of a choice XF. I doubt we were going to have any AU. But this is a Gallienus choice XF that will start at $69. $10, $15, $17. This is part of the Zoo series, which is a popular Gallienus and Salinina reverse. 15, 17. Here's the countermarked Mexican silver, 8 reals. Got any? Wow. Very interesting choice of words, Raymond. Okay, let me fix my box up a little bit. If there are any requests, be happy to get to them. Just send them my way. Happy to attend to any requests. Let's see. Okay, 25119. Let's pull it out. Cool. 16th century French bill and liard. 16th century French bill and liard. BSUs is in the lead. At the start bid. Congratulations. Leo the First. Or Levin the First. Cilician Armenian tram, starting at 19. Ooh, a very low start price. Gregory is in lead at 22. On the 11 the First. Cilician Armenian tram. Okay. WI 49.22. Let's pull it out. Gregory, nice pickup. Well, buck and go, sudden death, a few coins here, and I'll work on pulling that one out. BSUs. Sterling silver, 1926, Australian at 3 pence. Sterling silver, Australian 3 pence. 1926, currently at $5. Miss Rob, Jay Statham is going to pick that one up. 1921 Swiss franc, 1921 Swiss 1 franc. The great look. Oh man, I should not have sudden death this one, but about 5 seconds left on it. 49.22. And $8 is going to be a killer price on that. I would have paid well over 8 for it. So I think we'll pop off sudden deaths for permanently, because that should not have done that. It's a fantastic win. I'll buy it back for 8 all day long. William the Lion, cut halfpenny from 12th to 13th century Scotland. Middle of the Crusades here. Cut halfpenny. Okay, no bids. I think that was a requested one, maybe not. Buck and go. Hold. Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth 3 poker. Hold Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth 3 poker. Currently at $5, which is, again, going to be some pretty crazy win there if they get it under 10. Jay Chilla at $9. Clearly see the 2 and the 3 of the day. 16-23. Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth 3 poker. Nice win. 1635. Polish States Solidus. 1635 Polish States Solidus. Nice monogram on the obverse. Jay Statham's lead at $5. What? Gregory. Okay, we'll do one more low start coin, and then we'll go back to some larger items. Buck and go on this Chinese Warring States cash coin. Chinese Warring States cash coin should not stay near $2, but it might. Gemini is in the lead at 12. Runs 5 kopecks next. Nice pickup. 1767 Russian 5 kopecks. 1767 Russian 5 kopecks. Gemini is in the lead at 34. 1767 5 kopecks. J. Statham. Double-headed eagle on the one side. Nice pickup. 1766 5 kopecks. Hunted under Catherine the Great. E.M. Katerina Mint will run an ancient next. Nice pickup, Gemini. Start there. First century. Imitating a Bactrian dram. Pretty interesting. This is a $69 start. Ancient here. Interesting tetradrachm, and then we'll run 6. Gemini is in the lead on the imitation tetradrachm. Nice pickup. Syracuse, Chiron the second Tetris, $24 start. This one should bid up quite a bit. I think it's fairly comparable to some of the coins we've sold for over 100 in the NGC VF and Choice VF holders from the Poseidon collection. So J. Chilla is in the lead. Coin Club is in the lead. We have that Trident, and then we have Poseidon on the obverse. Artnopsis is in the lead at 54. Congratulations. Cool type. Buck and go on this 13th century Delhi Sultanate, medieval Indian, Dagani. Treat is in the lead. Nice win. Buck and go to Ghani. Buccaneer is in the lead. Wow. Some great deals getting handed out there. But that's just I think that's honestly just very standard for how a lot of our stuff sells, though. We definitely don't get bottom prices or end of line prices for nearly anything that we sell. So that makes a lot of sense. I think in very rare cases would I ever say that we get a strong price for a coin. 1624 Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth free poker. Here's a 1921 Germany porcelain mark. Might change once we move over to eBay Live, but I don't think that it'll change while we're here and whatnot. Retired Ron is in the lead. 1921. I like the bunch of grapes, 2 swords underneath. $11. Congratulations. 1921. I think we will eventually leave. Well, it'll be within the next couple of months. I'm very excited about the eBay Live opportunities. $6. Terry is in the lead. Artnopsis is at 14. Congratulations. exactly, of course, like crabby. But it's kind of interesting. So they definitely want us going on eBay Live, because they definitely want sellers to come over to eBay Live. Three poker here, and it's like pretty convinced, like it's lower fees. Nope, it's lower fees, and it's I've gone on a few times, like it's pretty commanding prices overall too. So I don't think it'll be a bad switch if we end up making it soon. But I can see it being like us pushing it back to like the summertime before we're doing anything. Miss Rob, nice pickup. $24 start on this Aya bid. Silver Durham. Yeah, well, and to tell you something, like we sell crabby coins oftentimes above what we sell on Whatnot, or like very comparable to what we get on Whatnot. If that tells you anything about how crabby can sell coins and the overall market demand for coins and the prices that we sell at. Especially when it comes to NGC coins. Currently at 12 here, so I think we do a lot of Whatnot buyers a solid with our low starts. At another, he sells on Whatnot, but another seller was kind of like making fun of us for how low we were starting, like NGC Pruda, or what we were selling them at. Because he was saying that was absolutely ridiculously, like it was ridiculously low. Gregory is in the lead. Nice pickup. Well, they do. When he goes out and buys 100 coins from us above what we would typically sell them on Whatnot, I think he's walking the walk as well. But I agree, people can say things and infatuate, which they tend to do in the coin business. Not always. Okay. German Third Reich Beethoven type. I have currently at $13. Nice pickup. I'll run one more. It's true. And I think I have a big one somewhere. Currently at $13. Terry is in the lead. Depot at 93 at 14. Glass metal. This is the only different type. This is the only non-Beethoven that I had out of that entire group of coins. Okay, fucking go. It's not a Third Reich. It's a 1952 German glass metal. Fucking go. City of Elbing 3 poker. 1635, City of Elbing, 3 poker. Let's run a Tokugawa Shogunate. Bill and coin. I think so too. To be honest, like I think Christian really likes running coins on Whatnot and like running Whatnot shows. I like to be much more in like the background and like running eBay and stuff. That's like more of my speed of things. So I also hope that it has like a good effect on things. Ooh, this is very pretty. Chinese mother of pearl token. Chinese mother of pearl token. History coins. Nice pickup. And honestly, but to be fair, most of the sellers that I know who started on Whatnot and were offered or made a transition to eBay Live have not come back to Whatnot. And I'm thinking of pretty like multiple cases of people. Like I haven't seen anybody transition from Whatnot or eBay Live to Whatnot, and I haven't seen anybody be like, "Oh, this is terrible," and I don't like eBay Live, and I'm coming back to Whatnot. Because like we would definitely make the decision to come back to Whatnot if it came down to us trying eBay Live for a little while, and then being like, "Oh, this isn't for us," or "It's not doing well, not helping our image," or something like that. Nice pickup there. 1914 Swedish. Buccaneer, Terry is in the lead. Very interesting with the trouble on the bid button. 1914 Swedish. 5 or nice pickup. Yeah, I'm sure that it will be, because like we've definitely come into have troubleshooting when we started on Whatnot and still do. So there'll definitely be hiccups and kind of kinks as we work the way through. 19th century silver 25 ore. 19th century silver 25 ore. $5 currently on the 1876 silver 25 ore. Nice pickup. Fucking go 1877. Sweden 5 ore. 1877 Sweden 5 ore. 1877 Sweden 5 ore. Terry's in late at $3. Cool. Pay a little more than that. Nice one. 1941 silver florin buck and go. 1941 silver florin buck and go. Nice little amount of luster left on the coin. Currently at $5, which is well too low. Should not really be around that. 1941 British florin at 11. Beth is at 15. Run a Canadian coin next. Nice pickup. 1983. Not going to take it out because it's a nice proof. 1983 Canadian silver dollar. 1983 Canadian silver dollar. 1504. Currently at 30. Gemini is in the lead. Nice pickup. 1837 Canadian bank token buck and go. 1837 Canadian bank token buck and go. Buck and go. 1837 Canadian bank token. Run another 8 reals after this. Astro K is in lead at $8. At 9, I paid a little more. Gemini is in the lead. Nice pickup. 1889 Mexican 8 reals. 1889 Mexican 8 reals. 101307 Mexico City Mint. What is 101307? Spending kids' inheritance. Nice pickup. Thessalonica. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. One more buck and go here. 1876 2 ore. 4908 2 ore. Under our cost. Nice pickup, Terry. $40 start on this chipped Scottish 20 pence. Charles the First. We might not. I'm not sure if we do. Type in Parthia. It would tell you if we have anything in the sale, and I don't know if we have anything in our inventory. 562. Depot. This is the quest here. Titus Judea Capta. $50 start. This one should bid probably close to 100. We get Judea Capta requests all the time. I remember Gabe asking me about this coin. Not very often that we have the Judea Capta type. That might stay very low as well. Let's see, 101307. Congratulations on that one. $14 start. On the 2nd century, Elemaeus Dram. What are we looking for? 10. Nice pickup, Depot. 7. Constantius the First. Bronze issue. Constantius the First bronze issue. Spending kids' inheritances in the lead. Let's run a few more raw coins and maybe we'll go back to some graded unless there are any requests. Christina Solidus. 17th century Swedish Livonian Solidus. Terry is in lead at $4, which is cheap. Congratulations. Thracian bronze from the 4th century BC. Thracian bronze from the 4th century BC. 49,343. Let's see if we can find it. Thracian bronze. Currently under $10 on the 4th century BC ancient. 49. Cool. We'll pull that request out soon. This is a bit of a better ancient. I'm not know if we'll get there. 343. 1954 silver bolivar. 1954 silver Venezuelan bolivar. 1909 J Chilla in the lead at $14. Don is in the lead at 16. Nice pickup. Fucking go Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth 3 poker. Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth 3 poker. We'll get to some graded coins momentarily. Starting with a Constantine. Nice. Oh, Jim Nye still in the lead. Nice pickup. Constantine the Great. Reduced nummus. Constantine the Great. Reduced nummus. Sol Invictus on the reverse. Cal is in the lead. Nice pickup at the start there. Probus Aurelianianus. Probus Aurelianianus. Starting at 32. Nice pickup, Cal. Aurelianianus. Aurelianianus. 1, 2, 3 B-Man hopping in. Terry is in the lead at 36. Nice pickup. Probus Aurelianianus. $32 start. Run to Maximian next. 1, 2, 3 B-Man is in the lead at $32. Congratulations. Here's a Maximian. Cal is in the lead at the start bid. Good pickup. Constantine the Great. Nummus. Really great look. Sol Invictus on the reverse. And let's pick out a Class B anonymous phallus. We'll go back to some raw coins in a minute if we want to just see that. Or not on the anonymous phallus. Maybe not. On the Constantine. Constantine X in Eudocia, Christ phallus, full portrait of Christ. Buck and go, sudden death. Swiss silver franc. Buck and go, sudden death. Swiss silver 1936 dated franc. Buck and go, sudden death. Currently under $10 on the Swiss franc. Under 10. Terry, nice pickup. 1932 Swiss franc. Buck and go, sudden death. 1932 Swiss franc, sudden death. Don is in the lead. Nice pickup. 09001. Let's see if we can find it. Spending. We'll buck and go. This Latvia 1 lats. Silver Latvia 1 lats. Nice pickup, Don. $50 start on the Lydia bronze. Let's pick up. Let's see. And let's see what we want to see next. We do not just ship in the US, we ship all throughout. No Pontius Pilate that I know of today. I don't think we have any. Let's see what we want to see. I still have some of these VF Poseidon collection coins. This is a Syracuse. $99 start. NGC VF. Pretty attractive. Poseidon collection. Litra. Cool. And let's see. We could run some more Indian. Can do a lot of things. Let's see. Coin Loft, we're doing well. How are you? We haven't run really anything out of this box. 526. Okay, Buck and go. 14th century Austrian Finnig. 14th century Austrian Finnig. Should bid handsomely. Should not stay near $1 or $2. Gregory is under $5 still. 14th century Austrian Finnig. Minted under Frederick the Fair. $8. Congratulations. That's a steal. Okay, $19 start on this 3 Stuber. $19 start on the 3 Stuber from the German states. 1792 3 Stuber. Your bids. Okay, $39 start on the 5th century BC Greek dram. 5th century BC Greek dram. Century BC. PS uses in the lead. Nice pickup. $21 start on the Tabaristan Hemidram from the 8th century. Tabaristan Hemidram. 6. $29 start on the Henry VII silver penny. Has a hole in it. $29 start. Currently at $30. BSU's in the lead. Nice win. Charles I silver penny. Charles I silver penny has a hole in it. Charles I silver penny. Elizabeth I half groat. Elizabeth I half groat. Cool. We'll just run one more out of this. Or actually, we'll leave that. Nuremberg, Reichspfennig. Fucking go Nuremberg, Reichspfennig from the early 19th century. Just showing here. Fucking go Nuremberg, Reichspfennig. Currently at $2. Should be a fantastic win. I'd buy it back for that price. Gregory Gemini at $7. Currently at 10. Nice pickup. $21 start on the Tabaristan Hemidram. Tabaristan Hemidram. Right. So 10. Let me pull that one out. BSU's. Abbasid Caliphate, Silver Durham. Abbasid Caliphate, Silver Durham. What is that coin going to be, BSU's? I don't see it in the box. Have we already seen it? It's possible that we saw the coin already. Good. In that case, I probably won't really look for it. Let's see. We'll do a few. Oh, Owl. We'll see. Let's run some Buck and Goes. I'll try to run some Buck and Go Ancients. And I'm pretty tempted to put that one on eBay. Because the Owls are very popular coins. Yeah, we can see it. Because you might, honestly, probably not even want to bid on it. 1888 French franc. 1888 French franc. $7, okay. Let's see where we have it. Should be out here. This is the Owl. We'll save it. Because I want well more than the 29 start for it. So what age do we have one out here? I'm just not sure if we'd get traction on it. 1894 Mexican 8 reals. $17 start. Abbasid Caliphate, silver dirham. Abbasid Caliphate, silver dirham. Good bids, cool stuff. We're still. $69 start on the Siglos X Roma. $69 start on the Siglos. BS Hughes is currently at 72. Nice pickup. Okay, buck and go on this Maurice Tiberius. This should crack well into the 30s. Maurice Tiberius Follis. From, yeah, because Roma no longer exists. Some interesting history there. Wow, this is too cheap. This is crazy. 582 to 602. Maurice Tiberius. Currently at 26. Gregory's at 30. Let's pick up. Okay, that's rare. I'll run one more ancient here, but my quarters all spikes when I run ancients buck and go. So one more ancient, sudden death buck and go. Or not sudden death, but just buck and go. Lyconian bronze issue. Nice pickup. Buck and go Cumberland Jack token. I know, that was a really pretty piece. Congratulations. 1830 British Cumberland Jack token. 1830 British Cumberland Jack token. History coins lead under $10 at 10. Queen Victoria on the obverse. Let's do some sudden deaths. We might be pretty close to the end of the day. 1918 British silver 3p. If we want to see any graded coins, let me know. I'll be happy to pull some graded coins out. Otherwise, we can just meander around here. Nice pickup. South Korean 51 sudden death. Buck and go sudden death. 1961 South Korean. Oh, interesting war vessel there. Dawn is at $6. Nice one. 1932 6p. 1932 6p. We do have some. Let's see if I can find any. We do. Nice pickup. 1941 3p. We have a bunch of Old English Travis. If there's anything specific, let me know what you're looking for. Karshapana. Gemini. Search Elizabeth I in the auction tab, and if anything populates, let me know. I know that we've run some Elizabeth I today. I'm not sure if we have anything left. Okay, $17 start. We'll keep it on sudden death. Maroon Empire, Karshapana. Maroon Empire, Karshapana, sudden death. Some nice chop marks on there. Counterpunched. I guess they're counterpunches, not chop marks. This is a circular one, sudden death. Circular Karshapana. Jay Chilla in the lead, a nice pickup. We'll run one more, and I'll run a mother of pearl token. 4th century to 2nd century, ancient Indian Karshapana. Fat John, nice pickup. 0537. Okay, buck and go, no sudden death. Attractively toned mother of pearl, Chinese gambling token, in the 18th to 19th century. Don Hill's in the lead. So this one having room to run. 80-20. Nice pickup. We have this Elizabeth I. Half great. $29 start. Overtime, appreciate you. We'll see if there's any interest in this coin. If not, we'll probably pass on it. But I don't think it's really going to get cheaper or better than that. Hold? We've definitely had hold. Probably not. If the start price on it is cheap, probably not. That was old hammered British. I don't think we have that type of coin. GJY Fat John. No 1800 silver quarters today. Got some graded coins. I can just go through the box still. Whatever we want to see. Buck and go. 1890 silver shilling. 1890 silver shilling. Spies in the lead. 1890 sterling silver shilling at 13, which is going to be a steal. Nice pickup. It's probably I was expecting 20s, but it's a good price. Buck and go. 1888 5 ore. 1888 Sweden 5 ore. Sudden death is on. 1888 Sweden 5 ore. Nice pickup, Terry. 1875 Sweden 5 ore. 1875 Sweden 5 ore. It's another Oscar II. Currently at $2. Gemini, nice win. Tunisia, proof dinar, $50 start. Tunisian proof dinar, $50 start. Sudden death is on. 4 seconds, 3 seconds to go. Tunisian proof. Nice pickup, Don. 1888 Canadian cent. 1888 Canadian cent. Buck and go. Sudden death is on. 1888 Canadian cent. Buck and go. Sudden death. $2 under our cost on it. Nice win. 1816 Norway Skilling. 1816 Norway Skilling. And the Carl VIII. 1 Skilling species. Currently at $1, which is well too cheap. And $6, 7 is still too cheap. Nice pickup. Get 10 for it. 1903 Sweden silver krona. Buck and go sudden death. 1903 silver Sweden krona. Old dealer tag. Old dealer tag. A little bit of PVC on the edges. Come off its acetone. Old dealer tag. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. Okay, $12. That's fair. I paid right around that for it, so that's a nice win. I thought I was gonna make more. Canadian Bank of Montreal token. Canadian bank token. 1 Seuss. Buck and go sudden death. And $6. Right over half of what I paid. Canadian 1 Seuss bank token. Canadian 1 Seuss bank token. Currently at $5. Terry's in the lead at $5. Funny. Always a bet. This is a really bad buy by me, and I think I'm gonna be licking my wounds for a while. 1943 Sweden silver 50 ore. 1943 Sweden silver 50 ore. At $8. Spy, nice pickup. 1932 Sweden 5 ore. 1932 Sweden 5 ore. Really nice shape. Old collector tag with it. Or really, I think it's a dealer tag. 1932 Sweden 5 ore. $8. Congratulations. Canada bank token. Buck and go sudden death. Canada bank token. Currently at $5, still under $10. And Gemini's gonna go on. 1896. Note a little bit of PVC haze on the coin. $29 start. Not gonna take it out though, because it is a nice proof. Canada silver dollar. Sudden death, about 3 seconds to go on the coin. Crush is in the lead. Picks it up at the start, though. $29 start. Really nice looking. Same type as the last coin we ran. And Crush, nice pickup. I think they're 50% silver. Buck and go 1912 Swedish 5 ore. I think it's like 0.375-ish actual silver weight. 1912, but you can easily verify that on something like NGC or Nummus. Nice pickup, Cal. 1923 5 ore. 1923 Sweden 5 ore. The old dealer tag with it. $5. Click paid 75, I think, which is fantastic for you. There are actually some overdates that I do not need to run, I guess. I'm not gonna. I need to actually squeeze money on some coins, I suppose. Because I'm losing on anything that sells for like 5. I'm losing money on. It's just my fault for buying this, I guess. 018. $29 start. We'll keep sudden death on. A bit up a bit. $18.99 half crown. $18.99 half crown. $34 currently, 2 seconds ago. Respect, nice pickup with snipe. Swedish krona, I don't really want to run it one more buck and go, but if it goes for like 10, we'll probably save. 1918 silver krona. 1918 silver krona. Nice pickup, Von. 1914 silver 25 ore. 1914 silver 25 ore. Terry is in the lead. 1914 silver 25 ore. Let's pick up. 1879 5 ore. 1879 5 ore. A little bit of wood grain on the coin. I enjoy seeing those on copper coins like Lincoln wheat cents. On this 5 ore, $5. Nice pickup, retired. 1915 Canadian cent. 1915 Canadian cent. King George V on the obverse. 1915 Canadian cent. Bunny bun. Nice win. 1877 5 ore. 1877 5 ore. Some light rim tap right here, I guess, on my left thumb. Nice pickup. $6. 1913 5 ore. 1913 5 ore. $1913 5 ore. 3 seconds to go. Sudden death. And Gemini, nice win. 1882 Canadian cent. 1882 Canadian cent. 1882 Canadian cent. Nice pickup. 1916 Canadian cent. 1916 Canadian cent. Currently at $2. $3. 1918 Canadian cent. Bunny bun, and pick it up for $2. 1907 Canadian cent. Minted under Edward VII. 1907 Canadian cent. Currently at $3. 1907 Canadian cent. 1910 2 ore. 1910 2 ore. And we'll hop out of this type of coin presently. Maybe we can run some NGC ancients. I'll go ahead and run that Trajan denarius we saw a little earlier. We'll go off of sudden death. Go back to some NGC ancients. Crush is in the lead. Run a Constantine X coin next. Nice pickup at the start there. Constantine X. And you don't see that. Yeah, nope. So we just have Christ portrait on the one side and Constantine X on the other. $39 start. NGC holdered Byzantine Christ follows. Cool. Constantine X, Eudocia. Herod the Great. Pruda, biblical. Pruda. I don't know if these are. Yeah, I guess they are considered widows' mites because it's before the Christ. Okay. Cool. If there are any requests, let me know. I'd be happy to get to them. If not, we'll go ahead and probably call it a day and find somebody to raid. Yeah, we can show the Alexander. It's quite nice. Choice XF Alexander. It's going to start at 500. If you're interested, we can run it. Cool stuff. Probably the nicest, one of the nicest Alexanders grade-wise that we've run on the show in a couple months. So it's a pretty cool point. I don't remember the last time that we ran a Choice XF. But pretty cool lifetime Alexander. Very easily see no crossed feet there. Nice pickup ink spill. That's a nice one. Let me actually bring it out. Ink spill. We had one graded denarii, I think, today. Denarius. We ran it. We do have some more bronzes. We have Billin coins. Let's just take a look about what we have here. I don't think we have a bunch of like neater Greek coins in here, but probably nothing super high grade for the most part. So if we're interested in seeing some like more obscure cities, this is a pretty nice coin. Choice fine. We can see them, but the grades aren't like super high for the most part. A lot of fines, some VFs, choice fines. Probably average fine. Then I have some like double denarii, but no NGC denarii left that I know of. Okay. I have graded double denarii. I think it's going to be pretty much it. So I'll run coin out of this and see if there's any interest. This is a pretty nice one. And this box. This is just pretty much a whole sub I've had for a little while. But $50 start on this NGC fine Histiaea bronze. Oh, it's a bull. That's pretty cool. Okay, $21 start on this guy. 8th century Tabaristan hemidram. I'll pull out Maximian bronze. We'll see if we want to see any NGC. Nice pickup crush. More NGC ancients. $32 start on this Maximian Aurelianianus. Maximian Aurelianianus. Okay. We have some widow's mites, some pruda. Let's pull out. We're on this Herod. Well, let's see if I can find a $34 start. I might not be able to. 74, 266. Okay, here's a $34 start. Widow's Mite Pruda. In the 2nd to 1st century BC. Same type of coin that Christ would. Cool. And if there are any requests, let me know. Otherwise, we can go ahead and find somebody to raid. So wait a second for any requests. No request, we'll find somebody to raid. Like a raw widow's mite Gemini, I don't think we really have anything. And if you just want like a non-bright, not a less bright one, but like they've all definitely, every coin, every widow's mite we've sold has definitely been cleaned. But just something that has like that darker color, like this, we've got. Nice pickup. Let's see a first bit on there. This one has like a similar look, so I don't know if do one more at that $34 start or not. I don't see this one. Nice pickup crush. This isn't too great. So 206. Let me see if I can find the Procurator's box. Because the Procurator's has, in my opinion, like a. We've pulled some really nice coins out of the Procurator's box. Oh, there are some more Hasmonean kings in here. This is, in my opinion, this like Agrippa is pretty nice. It's like not the best Agrippa that we've seen, but I think it fares like pretty nice. It's a $44 start. Ancient. Gemini in the lead. Nice win. Here's another Tasmanian Kings. $34 start. So I think this is kind of nice. Space Ranger. Let's pick up. This looks like it's one of the nicer Herod the Greats that I just ran through, or I kind of thumbed through. Maybe might not actually be able to find this. It's a $44 start, Herod the Great. Again, another Widow's Mite Pruda. Nice pickup cow. Here's a Marcus and Bibulus, probably one of the fewest Widow's Mites, or like Widow's Mites types that we have. Pretty cool, like Christ lifetime coin that would have been minted under Marcus and Bibulus under Augustus from 8 to 11. Another $44 start, Procurator's Pruda. Nice pickup. On a Festus. Minted under Festus, who's mentioned in Acts. I think they have it on here. Acts 25 and Acts 26. Prosecutes St. Paul and sends him to Rome. And then we have some Agrippa. Another Tasmanian Kings. $34 start. Meek Man. Nice pickup. Cross Cornucopia. Have a $34 start. Widow's Mite. In the 2nd to 1st century BC. One more out of this group. Good stuff. If there are any requests, let me know. Be happy to get to them. Happy to. Agrippa. seeing much of Herod the Great. This is the Agrippa that I thumbed through. That was about 50 coins. 1, 3, 4. No shipwreck today. No shipwreck. Pizza Bud in the lead. On the Herod Agrippa pruda. Good pick up there. This is a nicer looking Herod the Great as well. What's up, Malbury? How are you? 60. $44 start. I'll look around on the table for any more Agrippa, but I'm not sure if we've got any. This is a nicer looking Herod the Great pruda. Anchor on the one side. Cool. I can try to find it. It was a Choice XF, wasn't it? Hawk Doctor is in the lead. This is the one that we ran earlier. Galleonus and Choice XF. Zoo Series coin. Nice pickup, Zay. It's another nicer obverse in the Herod the Great. This is a pretty large Tasmanian Kings. So on these coins, if there are any more requests after this, we can tend to them. But upside down in the holder, but a pretty large flan for a Tasmanian Kings pruda. Pizza Bud's at 36. Okay, this Herod the Great does not exist. And Sicily. Cool. If there are any requests, let me know. I'd be happy to get to them. Otherwise, I might call it. What's up, Gabe? How are you? If there's anything you want me to run, or anything you want to see, let me know. But we're winding down. I think I just saw that one. Let's see. Is it a Salinina or is it? Do I have more 903s? I might have more 903s. Widow's Mite on screen. I think that Widow's Mite up top did not populate. Let me try to pull Hasmonean Kings. Valerian the First, okay. Let me pull one out. Yeah. So some of these aren't wanting to show up. 2, 3, 2. Here we have this one. So Widow's Mite, and then this isn't the one that you requested, but I'll pull it out. This is another Valerian. Oh, Space Ranger. The last second bid. Good pickup. $69 start on this Valerian. Malbury is in the lead. Valerian and NGC VF. Good silvering to it. Another Hasmonean King's Widow's Mite. Gemini is in the lead. Castilian. Yeah, the Athenian Owls, if they don't sell today at the start bid, they will we will offer them on eBay. So they'll be on eBay. But I'm not going to put them in the show again. Good cross cornucopia on this one. I have a few tetradrachms. What kind of tetradrachms are you looking for? Crush. Honestly, those are kind of our rock bottom prices on it. I don't think that we're going to negotiate a deal on whatnot for them. 465141. Okay, AZs. Today, so I'm coming and going. Don't want to miss them. Yeah, it's fine. If you want me to run one individually, let me know. For 1600. All right, let's do it. Two, 5. What if we have a flock? Would that be 3 or more? Or would there just be 2 Could we count a flock as two birds? Wild Bill. I don't know if I did. Yeah, we have a flock of birds. Let's see if that's right. 1600. Cairns. Let's pull out the Cairns. American Restoration. Congratulations on the flock. You get some rubber bands. Appreciate you. Those are some big coins, some serious coins. Okay, let's find the Cairns and I'll. Cairns is a bit tougher, so I need to make sure I can run it at 32. I might not be able to. I cannot run the Cairns at 32, so if that changes things, let me know. I can still do it kind of at a discount to what you'd be able to find them for, but honestly, I see some that have sold for kind of cheap. So I'll run one at 32, but if it goes for like the 30s, I probably will want to hold off on running the others though. I'll run the best one starting at 50. If you want the best one, I'll run it at 50 if that's okay with you, Malbury. Okay, looks like there's 4. Okay, my opinion, this is the best one. This is the second best. This one has a slightly better obverse, but a crappy reverse. This is the best obverse. And then a very nice reverse. No, this is a Diocletian. That's why it's stupid. Yeah. Well, we'll go back to these 3, I guess. Is it just 3 Cairns that I have? Yeah, okay. This is a decent reverse, but this is the best obverse. Yeah, I'll run the best one. I'm going to start at 50, though. We will run the best Cairns that we have. The other 2 are a bit inferior. Malbury, nice pickup here. Run a few NGC ancients. See if there's any interest here. Constantine the Great. Sol Invictus in the reverse. Jeff, nice pickup. If I missed any requests, let me know. Oh, I missed an AE 08, I think. 0823. Numerian. Gonna take a look at the Numerians. What is 0823 Gallienus? Oh, it's this guy. Okay, we have it listed as rare. I think Gabe might want to put that on the eBay. The Seleucid bronze. Because I'm not gonna buck and go it. That's just not a today buck and go, I think. We'll come back whenever Gabe. He's not in today, but you can either advise on price or it'll be available on eBay. Okay, Carinus or Numerian. 314. Sure, we will do that. Okay. This is easily the best of the coins. Let's see. Wild Bill. Wild Bill, I don't know if you're still here. Wait. 14. Wild Bill, I don't know if you are still here. Yeah. I'm looking at your tracking number. The tracking says that it was delivered the March 20th. But this is something we can handle later, I suppose. But the tracking is saying that it was delivered March 20th. So that might be something that you need to go to the like the whatnot, get help with order page, and then kind of proceed from there, saying that you did not receive the items, I suppose. So the tracking number is showing that they arrived. That's kind of the best I could tell you. And that's the best USPS could probably tell you as well. Okay. Marion starting at 100. This is the better of the two. And let's see, what do we want? Nice pickup, Malbury. Okay, let's do one giveaway today. I'll put a giveaway in. Oh, wait, can I do a buyer appreciation giveaway? Yes, I can do more of those mites. Oh, man. Okay, yeah. We'll just start a regular giveaway, one small giveaway, and then we can run some more Widow's Mites if we want to see. So we want to see Widow's Mites. Usually it won't even give me, I don't think it's giving me that option of doing the buyer's giveaway after I haven't created one. I usually forget. Usually just forget to create the giveaways in the first place. But that was interesting. They might have changed. Should be cool. M. Cohen. Nice pickup. Crush is in the lead on this. Hasmonean King's Widow's Mites. Maccabean Kings. Nice win. And let's run one more of these. There's still interest in the Widow's Mites. After I run this one, we can see some more. I do have Procurator's pruda as well. Let's see. The Procurators will start at 44. We run those. I think you're able to access that information too, but I can try to remember to do that. Oh, Gabe is here. This is so surprising. Quick, everyone, get your eBay lists out. Nice pickup, 941 Blade Cove. Nice pickup, and Cohen. Rate the infusion on a scale of 1 to 10, Gabe. Gabe has been infused. Everybody say hi to Gabe. Everybody saying hi, Gabe. Nice pickup. We'll run one more Hasmonean Kings and I'll pull out a Jewish War Pruda. We're going to get to 44. I pull out a Herod the Great. That's all also start at 44. Nice pickup on Cohen. Pretty nice Herod the Great Pruda here. Crushes in the lead at 50. Nice pickup. Probably a pretty close condition Herod the Great. Cal is in the lead. Nice pickup. Here's a Porcius Festus. Really solid luck. $10 Cowboy. Congratulations on the giveaway. Let's see if I have any big silver left. Here's a Canadian silver dollar, $29 start. That's true. Man, it's giddy over here. I don't know what. Gives. Okay, Buck and go. 1968 Panamanian half Balboa. I think it's 40% silver or 50% silver. I forget. But it's not 90. I don't think it's 90. Yeah, I think it's 40%. What is 2806? Do we still have? It might be here then. Let me look. That might be the what Civil War. Yeah. Let me look into it. This should be 90. This is a half Balboa. Yeah, it has the lay there. And Cohen gonna pick that one up handsomely. Let's see where I put it. Let's see if this is. Okay, that's what we did. Six. Well, the last Civil War token that we've got, an AU 58. Worked through a nice group of them. Last one that we've got. Tired Ron, Cohen. Nice win. $94, 1017. Let's see if we can find it. Currently at $5 on the nicer looking 1953 Swiss franc. Under $10 still. On the 83.5% silver Swiss franc from the mid 20th century. Congratulations. $19 start on the British farthing token from 1662. Pretty clear coin. $16.62. Nice pickup, Gallianos. $1964 Swedish silver krona. 1964 Swedish silver krona. Oh, at $1. $1 on the silver krona. Nice pickup. 1896, 5 ore. $18.96, 5 ore. Crush is in the lead. 1896, Oscar II, 5-or. We can look some of that other Indian stuff that we had a little earlier, if we have some left. Buck and Go, 1897, Canadian cent. Queen Victoria in the obverse. There it is. Buck and Go, 83% silver. Turkey lira, 10 lira. Oh, that was right. Turkey 10 lira, 83% silver. So melts like around $30 on it. So I hope it would get close to that at least. Maybe not. I don't have great luck doing that. Then this is crazy prices. And Astro is in the lead. CM at 28. Nice pickup, Astro. Said we're not populated. The one at the bottom of the stack on the screen. The one at the bottom of the stack, this haired pruda. Let me see. This is the one that you really, really just want it. Before we end today, I can try to get it in. But let's see. I don't know what happened to this. Someone messed this up in the dock. I don't really know what happened. This is some Christian shenanigans. This makes no sense. What happened? I'll just type in the SKU number, but I really don't know what happened this one. Okay, this will be the last one that we run. I'm pretty tired today. And we will see y'all next week. Christian might run a show this weekend. I don't know. He's back from Japan. He had a good time. do the last coin that we run, and we'll find somebody to raid. Nice pickup. Cool. Let's go. No problem. Glad that you requested it. I'm glad to get that to you. Right. There's honestly no one that their whatnot has for me to raid that I want to. Are there any requests for raids? Otherwise, we might just end, and I'll let y'all have Thursday free here. And spend it with some family or go on a walk or something as the days get longer. Hopefully the weather's nice and where you're at. Let's check. I don't think so. That absolutely defeats the purpose of the giveaway. What are you doing? Okay, we gotta, before people do stupid things. Okay, we're gonna. This is crazy stuff. I'll run a Jewish coin, a Judaic coin, and then we will leave off. This one was requested. $34 start, and then we'll just end the show. Because Whatnot has just done a really poor job of doing the the new sellers to like raid. They have it's a big L. It's a big fail. Like their new sellers that they recommend raiding are like Witter. It's like, well, I wouldn't really call that a new seller. Okay. Y'all have a great one. We will be back next week. Christian might be back later this weekend. All right. Bye-bye.